Hey guys, welcome to another video here. We're doing another deck tech. This is Bant Ramp with some new cards from Core Set 2020. I think this deck was definitely the top tier deck, or one of the decks to beat in Original Standard, and this deck has gotten nothing but upgrades. So I think this is, I don't know if this would be the final version, but I think this is a list that I saw that looked pretty solid. Has just a ton of just all powerful cards. So let's go over this. So the typical stuff that we have is Growth Spiral, Hydroid Crisis, Teferi, Uro, Shadow the Sky, Elspeth Conquers Death, and Nissa. Those are, again, as you've seen, all powerful cards. Nissa has been a card that I think a lot of people have been underwhelming, or been rating, at underwhelming. Considering underwhelming, and they're wrong. I think this card is still super powerful, especially in this deck. So let's go over the new cards here. So first is Jor-El, which is a good early play, as well as just synergizes really well with the rest of the deck. We have a ton of ways to draw extra cards: Growth Spiral, Hydroid Crisis, either of the Teferis, as we'll see. As well as Uro is kind of the main way. You get these kind of two drop into 3-drop curve, and you're kind of just set. Cultivate, which is a fantastic ramp card, as we've seen. Just very powerful, ramping you by 1 and getting you an extra land drop is just fantastic. Teferi, Master of Time here. I wouldn't say it's the best in this deck, but I think that it is good enough, and it kind of just synergizes with a few cards, mainly Uro. Again, Jor-El works really well with it, as well as with Elspeth Conquers Death. So we've seen a couple of times when playing this card that I've had to play it on 5, and then I haven't been able to put a Planeswalker in my graveyard as quickly. In this case, Teferi can loot and bin any of our creatures or any of our planeswalkers, and Elspeth will Elspeth Conquers Death will get its value from there. And that's especially powerful with the last new addition, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. So in previous videos or in previous games, I've seen people do exactly that, of playing Teferi, playing Elspeth Conquers Death, looting away an Ugin, and just getting it into play on turn 6 or turn 7. Very powerful series of events. So Ugin here, not a new card, but a new card to the standard format recently. Going to be really powerful in this deck, especially since we have tons and tons of ramp. Playing this card a few turns early, just nuking the board, or being able to just deal 3 damage every turn, as well as threaten that ultimate is very powerful. And that's actually something that Elspeth Conquers Death does really well. As in addition, is it puts an additional loyalty counter on Ugin, which basically allows it to come into play with 8 loyalty counters, tick up to 10, and threaten that ultimate on that exact next turn, which is very powerful. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this into a standard match here. We're going to try and keep this video under half an hour, just like the last video. I think that's a better format, just to kind of quickly show off the deck, and if I like it, then I'll do a longer video where I try and climb with it. Alright, first game here, and here we don't actually have a great Jor-El, but we have 2-3 into Elspeth Conquers Death, so I don't think it's a mulligan. I'm gonna look for a card to synergize with it, but this could go wrong. I think it's very unlikely that it goes wrong. Like here, if we just find an Uro or Hydroid Crisis, here we go, then we're totally fine. Yeah, there's so many cards here that synergize with Jor-El, so not worried about that at all. Just gonna jam it here. It doesn't look too great right now in front of this flyer. This was just a 1/1, then it would be kind of cool, but totally fine here. Just gonna play Cultivate on 3 and try and play a big Hydroid Crisis after that. Fairy is also a decent draw here. A Cultivate here. Probably just get 2 forests. I don't think we need any extra white sources or blue sources. Let me look at the rest of my deck. Yeah, we have mostly green stuff. I think we want more forests, so let's go ahead and get that. And I like that it allows you to put one onto the battlefield. You don't have to choose like the one you want to put on the battlefield first. That's a good UI. Alright, so we can actually just I guess +1/+1 until end of turn? Yeah, okay, that's fine. So I can actually actually Uro might be better. Now that I think about it, Uro is better. Yeah, I'm gonna play Uro here. Gain 3 life. Let's just put this forest into play. Just put this plains into play as well. It doesn't really matter. I'm not playing this Hydro Curses for 1. So, and next turn we just play a giant. Our Hydro Curses for let's see. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 5. And gain a bunch of life, and also have an additional 2/2 cat. So yeah, so this guy's kind of terrifying, but they only have 4 cards in hand. If they play something like a Fairy Miscreant, they get to draw a card as well, so they could have something additional. But I think with Uro in our graveyard, I'm not worried. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Actually, once again, our draw step was just much better. Because here we get to bounce the Watcher. Oh, they could play... Oh, I was going to say, they could play the card that...
my excellent type. Here we go.
Awesome. Do I just play the Hydro Crisis here for 2? I actually think I do. I kind of just need to get on the board here. Drawing another Teferi is nice here. I don't think they have anything with Flash, but at the same point, there's no reason to attack with just a 1/2 and risk it dying. This doesn't give them trample, right? Yeah. So here I could make my guys all 5/5s next turn. If they attack. So actually, and this would be actually 7/7 because the 2 counters on it. So if they attack all here, they might be dead. Alright, so they draw a card. And this guy becomes a 3/3. But unless they draw a blue source here, they can't play their Watcher. Oh, I forgot, this guy has trample. Okay, so they drew... Oh, but they have to shock that in, so then they play their Watcher. Really sucks that we don't have a target for these ECDs. So yeah, Jolrail looking really fine here, just being able to put lots of pressure. Also love these cat tokens. Those are beautiful. Really cool art. Usually they'd show like the entire animal, or like the entire cat in this case. But here they kind of have like a more artistic picture. Yep. So I don't know why I wouldn't just block here. Like the Rally the Wings does kind of ruin my day here, but oh no, they can't cast it at instant speed, so I have nothing to worry about. I think they realized, and then that they just gave up a creature for free. Yeah, wow. Awesome. So Jolrail, really sweet there. Awesome. Alright, here we are for our next match, and we have a classic looking hand here. Honestly, kind of looking very old standard-esque, but that's totally fine. Opponent leading off on a Fabled Passage. I'm not really enticed to play the Fabled Patches first. I'm just going to play the Breeding Pool, probably. I guess it would save us some life, potentially. You know what? I changed my mind. Did I change my mind? No, because I might want to use this to get a white source. I changed my mind again. I changed my mind, and I changed my mind back. Ooh, this might be another Growth Spiral deck. You know what? Am I gonna Growth Spiral in response? They could Mystical Dispute me, but nah. Because since I have Uro, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I could bluff Mystical Dispute, but like, there's no point. I mean, like they're probably gonna play whatever they play anyways. Okay, now I'm gonna Growth Spiral here. Just tapped. Okay, so there's Sultai. It's good information. Ooh, I could just land to Fairy here. It's actually kind of enticing. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get myself Plains, and then just jam to Fairy Master time.
This isn't my first time.
Let's see. I'm actually gonna discard a Growth Spiral since we can't get it here. And we could actually. How much does Uro take? Uro takes 5 cards. Yeah, no, so I couldn't do that. But next turn I can play like Joriel and like Growth Spiral, or like draw your second card each turn. Yeah, so I can't. Oh wait, yes, I can do that with Teferi. Wait, so Teferi is actually really good here because I can play Joriel, take up Teferi, and then Growth Spiral during their turn, and also take up Teferi. So actually, Teferi works insanely well with Joriel. Opponent's ramping real hard here. Let's see, they have enough for potential Ugin next turn. Yeah, it's kind of scary. But I don't really have a choice, right? I have to just, like, try my best to... I'm actually going to discard the Uro here. Yeah, and I just draw another Uro. I'm just gonna do Joriel. I'm gonna loot. Let's see. Let's discard another Uro here. And play our Fabled Passage, and then we can take up Teferi during their turn and Growth Spiral. Alright, please no Ugin. Casualties of War. Can I face this guy out? Yeah, I could face him out. Treat it and anything attached to it as though it doesn't exist until its controller's next turn. Yeah, I could just minus... Oh, target creature you don't control, dang. Alright, so then I'm gonna loot, let that resolve. Let's discard... I don't know. Teferi? Yeah, let's discard Teferi, and then Growth Spiral and put, Slange to play, right? I mean, I guess, yeah. Let's just do that. And then Growth Spiral. Steps.
I'll just come back yesterday.
Let's activate this and get ourselves an island. So actually, I don't actually really need to play Uro here. I can just play Nissa. I guess I can negate Rexus, but yeah, okay. Let's play our Temple Garden, tick up, untap a Temple Garden. And we have lots of creatures here to put pressure on our opponent. I guess, can our opponent play Uro here? Yeah, he can. I guess I should have kept the Teferi then. That sucks. But I guess I can just play my own Uro. Yeah, I can just make a gigantic Hydroid Crisis here, right? And tick up.
The land shall conquer you.
Alright, so this is a 10-10 Hydroid Crisis. Seems good to me. Get to play land and pass. Card's insane. And this is the card that's really enabling me to do that here. So it's not just this is like making 3/3s. Here it's actually helping me play a gigantic, bigger Hydroid Crisis than my opponent, even though my opponent had more lands than me. Right. Jeez. Actually, we have ECD here. They just try to Hydroid Crisis. Okay. So I can actually just attack everything at Ugin, and even if they do that there on my Nissa, that's fine. So actually I can do this even better. I can attack 3 at Ugin, and 1 at them. I guess that doesn't make sense because then they're just gonna block here. They're just gonna let the Ugin die. They're not even gonna trade. Yeah, so there's no point in doing that. And then we just ECD the we just ECD the
This is not my first ending.
yeah, we just ECD the Nissa.
I am in need of rest.
Let's untap our forest here. And then we can actually just play Uro. Yeah. But I get everything that's not a creature or land because Elspeth conquers death. This into play. Awesome. And we'll just pass. There's no reason to play the Nissa when our opponent has like a ton of stuff. Make them use their Hydroid Crisis on our Nissa here. Okay.
Power surges through these lands.
Another Ugin, wow. So they probably destroy our ECD, yeah. Ugin, I think, I'm actually like that I see Ugin in this guy's deck. I think that it's a good Planeswalker to run. I've been a fan of this card ever since I ran it in my Planeswalkers lists.
I must go.
Alright, so once again we can just destroy... let's get the Fabled Passage out of here. So I think we have another Forest in our deck. Yeah. We could just Fairy... Or we could play 5/5 Hydroid Crisis. I kinda wanna play a bigger Hydroid Crisis. Like I wanna play... But then I can't. I guess I could Uro, if I attack with Uro at something. So if I attack Uro at Nissa, and then all of these at Ugin, this puts a good amount of pressure on them. Alright, so there's 4 going at Ugin, and 1 going at Nissa. Yeah. And there's 6 power going at Nissa. Awesome. Teferi Time Raveler is actually a pretty good draw here, because we get to bounce the Hydroid Crisis probably. Yeah, if they get to trade with our 2/2, you get to kill Ugin. Alright, so yeah, now I still think that that doesn't give us enough. Let's Teferi here. Bounce.
Show remorse.
Bounce the Hydroid Crisis. Oh no, we don't want to bounce the Hydroid Crisis. I think we bounce the Forest here.
That's more like it.
And we could do the Nissa here to... Or sorry, the Fairy here to loot, and then on their turn... Ooh, there's Ugin. Ugin's actually really solid here. Uro's not worth it here, yeah. Awesome. So next turn we just play Ugin and start... we can actually... I don't think we want to do that, because these guys are still colorless, right? Yeah. So actually we could do that. So here we just phase out the Hydroid Crisis, and then we get to untap with both of our Planeswalkers here, unless they have good counter removal here. Alright. Actually, this works amazing for us, because we just get to -2 again, and get rid of both of their Hydroid Crisis. Yeah.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Yep, so we just get to phase it out. Now we just get to Ugin here. Yeah, we just -2, and we get to kill Nissa, because they... Oh, no, we don't get to kill Nissa. Dang it. Can we... No, can't do that either. Dang it. I could try loot, see what I can find. I think we're gonna discard the Uro. I think I just have to -2 here. And then just put as much pressure on the
Unutilized knowledge.
Oh, I phased out the Hydroid Crisis!
Can be undone.
So I don't actually... But I do get to kill them. Oh no, they block here. I guess they didn't want to lose their,
I cannot protect you anymore.
I phased out, I phased out their Hydroid Crisis. I should have just let my Teferi die. That's funny. I phased out the Hydroid Crisis so it doesn't actually get hit by Ugin's -2. That is unfortunate. Alright, so they're killing the Ugin anyways, and they get to kill 2 of my creatures. And they get to kill 1 of my Planeswalkers. Yeah, we'll block here to save our Teferi. Oh, did I loot? I didn't loot, but that's fine. Alright, so we can do this.
Here goes
Play
nothing.
Nissa. Tick up and untap like a breeding pool. And then we can play an Uro. Yeah. Let's get rid of the lands. Land, and we could probably just get rid of another land. Yeah, I'll put that into play. Yeah, it's fine. If they play like Nissa, then still can't get us here. Unless I have a way to augment the power of their Hydro Crisis or something like that. Okay. Could actually just Shatter the Sky here. Because if they play a Nissa here and make a creature. Okay, cultivate's fine. I think since we have another Nissa in our hand, I'm not inclined to do that. I'm just inclined to make a gigantic Hydroid Crisis. It's going to be a big guy. I'd rather save the Shadowed Sky for if they end up dealing with my Hydroid Crisis and I lose control of the board. Yep, so they attack Nissa down to... Ooh, they attack our Teferi. We're fine with that.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, totally okay with that. Let's tap our Forest here. Untap it. So if I Nissa here... Or if I ECD the Uro, I still have a ton of mana. Yeah. And that's not even counting the forest, so I'm gonna do that. Attack with everything. Another forest in play is even better. Yep, they block the Uro, and they make a ginormous Hydroid Crisis. Let's check our deck here. So if I make... one... Let's check this. How big of a Hydroid Crisis is it? Another 10/10s, we draw 5 cards. Yeah, it should be enough to... We only draw 5 cards, so we still have 15 cards in our deck, which is enough to still win. And what are we going to discard here? Let's discard a Growth Spiral, because we don't want to draw any more cards. This has been a grind, but we've just gotten, I think, better cards. Like next turn we can even bounce the Teferi, or use like Teferi Master of Time to just wreck them. Sure. So that's fine. I'm gonna Teferi here to try and find Ugin, I think. Give me this loot. Let's discard this Hollow Fountain. Actually, I should have discarded the Cultivate, because I don't actually need that. Let's Teferi bounce the Hydroid Crisis. Bounce the big Hydroid Crisis, obviously. There's our Ugin. Alright, there we go. So yeah, let's do that.
Be wary of the ground.
Cherish what little you find.
Okay. Yeah, they were actually dead if they blocked anything else. And just take up. And
Not ignore.
go.
Tell
So even if they make a gigantic Hydroid Crisis here, yeah, they can't do that. Awesome. What a way to end that this video here. What a great match that was. Yeah, so this deck seems very powerful. Again, just exactly as the old Bant Ramp deck played, just with some better payoffs, as well as a really powerful early play in Jol Royale. Yeah, this... I kind of saw this coming when I saw Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Like, the Ugin and Nissa together in the same deck just seems insane. And then combine that with a pretty powerful card draw engine or card filtering engine in Teferi Master of Time, and you just have an insane deck. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video here, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and a comment down below, and I'll look forward to more videos in the future. Alright, see you guys next time.